Hi Aries, welcome to your personal solar eclipse in Leo special with me, Raphael Ray from Reydiant.reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as always. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I would be eternally grateful for it. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the email address below. Just to clarify, they are tarot readings, tarot based readings, written and personal video files. So if you're interested, that is for you. So sales pitch out of the way, sorry. I would like to bless my notes and my cards and all the messages that come through with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So Aries, the solar eclipse in Leo. Worth mentioning a couple of things. The solar eclipse happening in Leo is going to be conjunct the Mercury retrograde. That in itself is going to give all of this a very thoughtful tone, and I say a thoughtful tone because obviously Mercury rules communication, but it also represents your mental capacity as well, and that mental capacity now is starting to come down into the heart. Leo rules the heart. It rules the heart and the backbone. This is about what you value in your heart. This is about what you're willing to be brave enough to stake your claim in. It's about effectively being open enough or putting yourself in the right space to be creative about your path, but also to really open yourself up to receive the things that you say you want. The solar eclipses are always about things coming into our lives. They're beginning or initiatory energies. The solar eclipse is usually always accompanied by a new moon as well. The new moon is a time to sow seeds. It's a time to grow things. It's a time to plant things that we want to grow, that we want to see come to fruition in our lives. So this is happening in your 5th house, and the 5th house is the house that is ruled by Leo. So if you are an Aries ascendant, this is going to be happening directly in your actual 5th house, which is a really powerful motif. Even if you're a sun sign Aries, this energy will still permeate. Even if you're a lunar sign Aries, this will still have some weight, but it will be more on an emotional basis, which I guess is actually quite powerful considering, you know, we're talking about the heart space here. So your 5th house is all about your creativity. It's about your joy. It's about the things that you really feel connected to, or the things that you feel pulled towards in your heart space. The Mercury conjunction that's happening is also a Mercury retrograde, which is really bringing the focus into your heart, into your emotions. What is your greatest pleasure? What is your greatest joy? Are you doing enough to honor that within your own life? You know, these are all things that are going to be asked of you now. It's a powerful time of change, and it can really see you connected to your own children if you've got them. If you don't, this could be anything that is like your baby. You know, this could be your business. This could be a project that you're working on. It's anything in a capacity that you really see as something that you care for, that you want to nurture, that you want to nourish. 5th house as well. Aries, get out on the solar eclipse day, 11th of August. I'm not actually sure what day it is, but whatever day it is, make sure you go and play the lotto. And the reason I say that is because the 5th house is also the house of gambling, like speculative sort of bets and stuff. Now, my advice to you is don't go to a casino and start throwing large sums of cash anywhere, because we're just not sure what's going to be taking place. It's really important that I stress that to you. You know, so playing the lotto, buying a scratch card or two, that's speculative, it's gambling, but it's also safe because you can limit, you know, what's £2? Nothing. It's going to cost you nothing. You probably played the lotto 100 times last year, so you know that's something small that is relatively controllable. But under this, because the eclipse always brings a surprise energy, something that it welcomes in, you could really be in line for a windfall. So you know, tap into that energy and maybe, you know, go and bet on a horse, not throw your whole wage packet on that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do something small just to say, well, you know, I'm open to suggestions or blessings from the universe. yeah, so this could see you tapping into the field of communication with the Mercury conjunction. Can also really see you deciding to honour your own creativity and finding a way to express your heart's desires, and really see you standing up for your own joy and your own pleasure. You will, not that Aries have ever minced their words, my mum is an Aries and a bloody powerful one at that, so I know you guys. I've had loads of friends who are Aries, so I have a soft spot for you guys anyway. But you guys don't mince your words. Under a Mercury retrograde, this could see you really deciding to stand up for your own pleasure, for your own joy. The square to Jupiter there is adding this sort of uncomfortable energy that pushes you to start talking about, I mean, especially with Jupiter there, Jupiter amplifies things. It enhances them or makes them bigger. And this could see you, really saying, well, actually, I want to commit myself more to my own pleasure. I really want to see what is going to bring me more joy, what is going to allow me to be more creative in my life. And it could see you really thinking hard about edging your life in that direction for yourself. Try and find a way to channel this energy into creating something that really benefits your life and makes your heart light and happy. Also, yeah, it might be interesting to add that if you reflect more at this time, it will see you trying to find some meaning in what you do for your career. Like whatever your job is, whatever your work is, it can see you really looking at that stuff and saying, okay, well, how do I now get the best out of that? And is it fulfilling me on a creative, and in a heart space place? It sees you don't do anything that's gonna, you get my drift. Enjoy yourself, have fun, give yourself over to pleasure, but do it consciously. And I say consciously because it's going to be conjunct the Mercury retrograde. Use your mind when you're doing this. And Jupiter in the sector of in the house of Scorpio, in the sign of Scorpio, is highlighting what your desires are. And this is, the square is kind of moving you enough. It provides enough uncomfortable energy for you to then say, right, I don't like this experience, so I'm going to make a change in some way, shape or form. And because it's a solar eclipse, this could see you saying, right, I don't like this experience that I'm having, so I'm going to do something about bringing something else that's going to change that experience for me. Yeah, effectively what this is asking you to give yourself over to more fun, more joy and more pleasure, and can see you seeking just to enjoy your life more, to find ways for you to truly enjoy your life more. And your tarot message is the Emperor. Look at that. I mean, Aries, you couldn't ask for any more. The Emperor is your card. The Emperor rules the sign of Aries. That's a really powerful omen because it says this is you on your path towards your greatest joy. This is you on your path, about to start to manifest these things. The Emperor also represents commitment. So when I see this, I got goosebumps now. Whew. This is about you getting committed to your pleasure and your joy and your creativity. And it's asking you to dip into what your greatest desires are and to weave that somehow into your career, into what is, what is the best and highest expression for your personal creativity. So I wish you an abundance of love, like peace, prosperity and abundance. Just short messages for each sign, just to give you a little bit of a background. I hope it's helped you in some way, shape or form. Let me know how this shapes up for you. And if you haven't already, please check out the Retrogradia series. It's a 3-part mini series that I've posted, because on top of all the eclipse energy, we've got the Retrogradia, which is a period of time in the month of August where there are going to be 6 planets retrograde. That is massive, and it provides the backdrop for a lot of deep introspection that can really change our lives. I wish you all the best. Take care, and I'll see you very soon.